On this edition of Reality Check, we'll tackle the contentious issue of abstinence-only programs versus comprehensive sex education. There's plenty of misinformation and misdirection out there, and we'll help you counter it.
I hear these sex education classes are teaching kids how to get it on, like dirty style. Kids already hear enough from peers and TV that they should be having sex. They don't need to hear it from their school teachers. Schools should be teaching abstinence.
Contrary to what you might have heard, comprehensive sex education does cover abstinence. Students are taught not to have sex before they're ready and the benefits of abstaining. When people say they want to teach abstinence in schools, they mean only abstinence until marriage and nothing else. That's not education. That's propaganda.
So what? You make it sound like campaigning for what's right is wrong. But abstinence is the only method that is 100% effective against disease and unintended pregnancy. Kids do not need to know about methods that are less effective because they might be tempted to use them.
Abstinence is like all forms of birth control. It's only effective if you use it correctly all of the time. And the vast majority of us are going to have sex at some point, inside or outside of marriage, so we need other methods to reduce the risks. Marriage can be effective against STDs, but it's not bulletproof and it's not effective against unintended pregnancy. Currently, it's also not available to gay people in most states.
But there's more than STDs and unintended pregnancy. Sex before marriage also means you run the risk of having your heart broken or being rejected. Even feminists should see how premarital sex hurts women if they want to get married. Why buy the cow when you can get that milk for free?
Who are you calling a cow? Look, it's not just sex, but all of life that has this potential for rejection and heartbreak. Living your entire life in a bubble to protect yourself from hurt is a shadow existence. And we know from the high divorce rate that marriage is no shelter from heartbreak either. Relationships take honesty to work, and our sex education should be honest too. And look, 95% of people who get married had sex beforehand, so obviously virginity wasn't a requirement. Abstinence-only programs aren't education. They're wishful thinking. Also, and this is critical, empirical studies on abstinence-only versus comprehensive sex education have shown that kids that have abstinence-only have the same rate of STDs and unplanned pregnancy. So clearly, the program